in theory, I would say maybe reduce the amount of boxes you should purchase so that way it's not as crazy powerful. Am I going to complain about it? No. What's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing a slightly different video where I'm just going to kind of go off script and talk about how I think Arena is going to impact the main game of Tarkov in this next wipe. So let's go ahead and break things down here. So I'm just going to break down kind of my plan, what I think I'm going to do when wipe starts. So I think I'm going to go and do my ground zero tasks for all the traders that are required. I'm going to immediately and as fast as I can, I'm going to unlock um, Jaeger and Ref as fast as possible, specifically Ref. And then once I unlock Ref and I have access to all traders, and again have no ground zero tasks left to do, then I'm going to just play Arena, and I'm going to just grind Arena until I hit level 15. So as soon as you get Ref, you will be able to complete, at least probably one weekly and then three dailies, which should, with me having EOD, which should unlock loyalty level 2 ref really early on. So after I get loyalty level 2 ref, again with EOD, you start off with zero point 0.2 rep for all traders. So I have a huge advantage at that. Again, buying this edition 7 years ago, I didn't think I'd have this huge advantage. But again, when it comes down to Arena and getting even at loyalty level 1, if you just complete a few of ref's daily tasks and you start accumulating GP coins over time, you can see how useful it is to even get a key tool, given this is extremely overpriced. But you could, with how the flea market is set up now, purchase this key tool and then resell it back onto the flea market. And it should be especially easy to unlock the flea because of how much XP you're going to be getting through Arena. And immediately as you unlock Ref, and without even having to be any specific level, immediately you can get tier 3 helmet and armor just right away without really even having to do much, which is just a crazy advantage. With Ragman level 1, you get only access pretty much to level 2 armor pretty easily. With this, I guess you could purchase a Raven, which I mean is still pretty cheap. Early on, it's probably going to be worth, my guess, 50K or so, which in theory is pretty much the same or cheaper, much cheaper than purchasing it with GP coins through Ref. The GP coins, technically I think they're wanting it to have a 10,000 ruble to 1 GP coin ratio. So, for example, this helmet is technically 50,000 rubles, which is a lot. As well as 60,000, 240,000 for this PP19, which obviously is a really large sum of money for a semi decent weapon. I think even with the loyalty 1 trade up with mechanic, I don't even think it would probably cost as much. I guess it's not loyalty 1 anymore. Is it 2? Doesn't even have it at 2. I guess they moved that trade up from mechanic to ref now, which is also interesting. But I digress. The main point is, again, going to ref loyalty level 2 once you hit level 15 in Arena, or across both games at this point, and then being able to then purchase tier 4 armor with GP coins. You get a tier 4 rig, which is crazy for these GP coins. And again, medicine case and grenade case, right off the bat, basically. Pretty much the first 5 hours of wipe happening, you're going to get access to tier 4 armor, helmet, medicine case, grenade case, and a very big backpack. a 24 slot. So I don't know. We'll see if they change this, but for now, this is kind of my theory. And then next up, as Wipe continues to go on, we're going to eventually just continue to play Arena. Pretty much once I hit level 15, I'm going to start doing my normal tasks and start using my GP coins again to help purchase things with, ref, the different small barter items. And then as I continue to play, through the wipe, the following week, I'm going to pretty much just keep doing my dailies with ref, and just trying to do as many dailies as I possibly can, because it's just going to keep generating me more GP coins, more XP, and I should be able to get level 25 very easily, just simply by playing Arena, which is crazy. After I have, again, very easy access to tier 4 armors and everything, I'm going to start doing, golden pocket watch with proper. I'm going to start working on my skier tasks so I can eventually unlock Peacekeeper. And I'm just going to start grinding out, like I said, my normal tasks. So that way when I get, ref loyalty level 3, again at level 25, getting to 0.5 rep with ref is honestly a little bit of a grind. I think it probably took me a week and a half to maybe about 2 weeks to finally get to loyalty level 3 with rep or with ref rep with ref. And so when you unlock loyalty level 3, you get access to M80s, which is crazy, and then SOSTs and PPGS for 545. I didn't feel like grinding out, like Wet Job and my spa tours. I just simply didn't want to do it this wipe. I've done it a few times before, so I didn't get enough rep to unlock loyalty level 4 Peacekeeper, like I said, which again gives me access to M80s. But as you can see here, to be able to purchase M80s usually is by hitting level 37 and getting Peacekeeper to 0.6 rep, which is way more of a grind than just getting ref to loyalty level 3 and being able to purchase. Again, I can buy 7 boxes of these. So, in theory, I would say maybe reduce the amount of boxes you should purchase so that way it's not as crazy powerful. Am I going to complain about it? No, because getting access to this really early on is going to be super powerful combined with this SR25. And then getting loyalty level 3, again, you get this crazy RSS, which I have used. It's a very, very easy and convenient gun to use, especially in woods and longer range maps. So as you kind of play through wipe, you're going to just be cruising through levels if you continue to do your dailies with ref in Arena. You could also just go through and, because obviously it's late wipe, I'm not worrying too much about it right now. Excuse me. But, you could go through and do these turn-ins, which could also help kind of get your ref up, your rep up. But it doesn't give very much XP. Again, it's just going to be very good for, starting to climb your reputation with ref. And being able to do these tasks in the game and just trying to combine them with your daily task in Arena, I think are definitely going to be the thing that will give you more power as you progress through wipe. And so my friend that hasn't really even played the main game of Tarkov very much, mostly just because he upgraded his PC recently, but he pretty much only played Arena with me, and just from Arena alone, he hasn't even played the main game. I did like maybe 2 or 3 ground zero tasks with him just to kind of show him the map a little bit. He was able to hit level 40 just from playing Arena only. And we played for probably just a couple of months, just like 2 months. So it really doesn't take much to get a lot of XP from some of these arena games, and I'll show you that in a second. As you play and we start, doing our dailies, and like I said, the different tasks that you get through ref, eventually, at some point you'll hit loyalty level 4 ref. Now, I think that this is a crazy amount of reputation you need. Sometimes weekly tasks, if you re-roll them, you can get, maybe like 0.2 to 0.3 rep. Sorry, excuse me, 0.02 to 0.03 plus rep with ref. It's a tongue twister there. But anyways, when you get loyalty level 4 ref, can you just unlock insane things? I don't even know if I want to know what ammunition you unlock here. And whoever grinded this out, if somebody did, or maybe data mined it, like getting 1.2 rep is like, it's very hard. As you can see, I hit 0.69, and I've been playing a lot. I've probably played about 400 arena matches this wipe. And so and I've been doing my dailies as often as I can. But you're really going to have to grind it to get loyalty level 4. Loyalty level 4, obviously the huge thing is graphics cards. When graphics cards hit, that certain time and wipe where they're like 800, 900,000, 1.2 mil, being able to purchase these for 48 GP and just turning it around and having it give you, 1.2 mil is pretty crazy. Because that's basically, you will get around like 50, a little more than 50 GP coins per daily completed. And with a weekly completed, you'll probably get around 150 to 180 GP coins, which again I'll show in a little bit for the dailies at least. Stupid part about ref is, so with how many GP coins I've been able to just accumulate and save, again, is quite a lot. I have quite a lot of GP coins. I think this in total, I think is about like close to 1,000. And the fact that I could basically, like, it's about to reset in a few seconds here, for 84 GP coins, which is a lot, that's almost 840k, 840,000 rubles, right? I can pretty much purchase all of this SOST ammo. Now, if I unload all of this, eventually, I can go and I can sell this round with the changes they've made to the flea market. And I can make, I think I make close to like 2.5 mil or something crazy. So being able to just go in here, just kind of look at the values of everything. 19, 20. There you go. Just sell it. Forget about it. Thanks. I don't know. It's going to be a pretty crazy wipe if they keep everything the same. I wouldn't be surprised if they change a lot of this, though. The other thing I almost brushed over is also at loyalty level 3, being able to get a very good backpack. I love how this looks as well. Looks really cool. Got the black backpack. Weapons case for 2 Lego medals. I was able to get an items case, just a regular items case for 2, which was, it's so strong. You can get this at level 25. Like, it just gives you so much more space, especially for standard account owners, which really incentivizes the purchase of Arena. So might be a little unfortunate in that, for that. But with the purchase of this armor, again, you get 2 tier 5 plates in here. Obviously people are usually not shooting you in the back. So usually I take the 1 tier 5, the back plate out, save it, and then just throw a 4 in there or something. But look at the weight on that. This is a tactical rig too, which is crazy. The USEC armor just doesn't even compare to a tactical rig like this that's able to protect your sides and comes with 2 tier 5 plates. That is just so powerful at level 25. That's absurd. I didn't even have access to, I think, barely even tier 4 armor at level 25. Because you're starting to get access to it, when you hit level 2 Ragman. So I guess that makes sense, but even getting Ragman loyalty level 3, you're not really able to get, tier 5 plates from almost anybody. It's all tier 4 still. So, but that's not how it is with Ref, at least. Being able to just, like I said, unlock loyalty level 3 Ref, and even if you just want to stay at loyalty level 3 Ref, you will just have really easy access as long as you're continuing to do those dailies, through Arena. Just log in, play for an hour or two and just try to grind them out, re-roll the tasks, which I will show here in a second. My strategy and kind of leveling up Ref for his loyalty level and how to grind out, GP coins and everything here in a moment. So, and kind of quickly what that will look like. But I would say that being able to go into the game, even with tier 4 armor and just starting all those early game tasks with tier 4 armor, pretty decent weapons, minus this M4, by the way. This M4 is only unlocked with Ref through a task completion. I think it is a gunsmith part 15 task or something. So this is way further down the road. So you won't really have access to this right away. Okay, now the crazy part, like I said, is again how much XP you could get for completing matches. If I complete a last hero match, it's just a free-for-all match. You can do it on a few different maps. Chop Shop, there's only 6 people on the map, so sometimes that's a little bit easier to kind of get those kills. But again, if you're just good, you're just cracked at the game, you could just run around, click heads. Last hero can give you, like, honestly, it could probably give you anywhere from 5 to almost 10,000 XP per match. As long as people join the match, you can find a match pretty quick. The game goes by really, really fast. The more headshots you get, the more XP you get. When it comes down to team fight and blast gang, these game modes I think probably will take a little bit more towards 20 to 25 minutes for matches to complete. Blast gang might even take a little bit longer. So technically they wouldn't be as good for farming XP inside of a match. And they still can yield decent XP from completing your dailies if they're pretty simple dailies. And just like in the main game, the trick is you want to stack the tasks together with one another. So when it comes down to tasks in Arena, there's a few things. So you can see here when I hover over the star, it says ranked or unranked. So I can either play in ranked or unranked mode for these. When it comes down to this blast gang, task, I can only do it in ranked. So you are able to re-roll this and get a new one, which will, you can make that unranked, potentially if you kind of keep re-rolling it. So being able to have like a decent, amount of rubles set aside is going to be pretty important for Arena, because combining these tasks together to complement one another is going to be vital to gaining XP and just getting your rep done as quickly as possible for Ref. This is the highest level I've ever gotten in any wipe. I barely even did any tasks in the main game. In the grand scheme of things, I haven't done a lot of the Peacekeeper tasks, and I barely did a lot of the tasks for like proper things like that. So when it comes down to the traders here, again, we can see if I complete this daily, which is just win 4 times in a row playing as the scout class, I get 118,000 XP as a level 49. You're able, because these daily tasks scale with your level, you're able to basically just level up once or twice a day just from doing daily tasks in Arena. And if you're really diligent on doing these things and rolling for harder tasks, and just really trying to grind out these tasks to optimize your XP that you get, you could probably get, maybe even 2 levels a day. If I go to skills here, pretty much doing all these dailies can probably get me up to 50 just from today, which is crazy. I just think it's funny that some people, will show, the list of all their, different scav kills. Oh, I killed all these scav bosses, because of this, pre-wipe event, and I got, oh, look at this, I got 30,000 XP. Well, yeah, I spent 15 minutes in, a last hero match, and I just got 250,000 XP for just getting a few kills and headshots and killing specific types of people, or getting kills with a certain class. Like, that is so crazy. Like, there's nothing that has existed in this game like this for the amount of XP you can farm in Arena. My theory is that Arena overall is extremely powerful. I think that it's going to be insanely useful. Just try to grind it out. Just at least play a few matches. Just try to, hit your headshots. Just make sure that you're just playing the game, having fun. I think that being able to utilize Arena to farm this amount of XP is super useful for somebody like me, at least, that likes to play competitive games that involves a lot of PvP, like Counter-Strike, and different games like that. And being able to, to actually do that and get used to the guns more often in Tarkov has been super useful for me, somebody that doesn't have a lot of time to play this game right now. So even though it is my main game that I, usually am playing. So, but yeah, I look forward to see, what changes they make, and maybe all of the information in this video is going to be irrelevant. So we'll find out. Last thing I'll say is, if they decide to go to 3 wipes per year, which means that, instead of them doing 2, so one in like June or July, and then around, the new year, if they decide to do a wipe every 4 months instead, I think that I don't think they're going to change very much as far as the XP gain, and being able to, like I said at the beginning, use Ref to really kind of make those early game tasks much more enjoyable, easier, because you have actual like gear and guns you can use, as opposed to just an SKS, and an AK-74U at the beginning, is probably going to make the game a little more enjoyable, especially for people, again, that aren't as experienced. So I think Arena is a pretty solid way to integrate new players. So if you guys have liked this video or found the information useful, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. You have a great day.